Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Glenn with GC Extreme, GCX Restorations. Today we're working on this 2003 GTI with the 717, also known as the 720 engine. It's an 85 horsepower engine. This is a big three-seater I picked up last year. It needs some work. The engine does start. It needs carb rebuilt, gas lines, and all the other works, and probably a pump rebuilt. But today we're going to winterize it. We're going to winterize it and go through the steps of teaching you how to winterize it. Here in Minnesota, it's very wise and smart to winterize your skis. So if you have any remaining water in the engine, it doesn't freeze, because when it freezes, it can cause the jugs and water jackets to crack and cause major engine failure, and basically got to get engine work done or get another engine for it. So very smart to winterize them, run some RV marine antifreeze through it. A lot of shops charge $150 for this service, and I like teaching my customers how to do this on their own, what supplies and tools they need to do it. It's not very hard, it's very easy. First few things you need to get this started: you're going to need a nut driver with either a 1/4 or 5/16 socket driver on it. For the hose clamps, depending on what size hose clamps you need, you might need a 10mm for your battery if you're going to remove the battery. You're going to want some stable gas treatment, maybe, if you're not running non-oxy fuel in it. It's smart to put this stuff in it to help keep the gas fresh, and so you don't have any issues with stale gas come spring. You're going to want a funnel for that, for the gas as well, maybe. Then you're going to want some Stabil Fogging oil. Try to get the one with the nice spray bottle, spray straw. And then you're going to need about 1 gallon of the pink RV marine grade antifreeze. You can get this in different freeze grades depending on how cold you expect the winter to get. This one's up to -50 degrees, so that's pretty good. Another tool you're going to want is you're going to need a 5-gallon bucket. 5-gallon bucket, and you're going to want a little aquarium pump. You can get this off Amazon or eBay. They're about 20-30 bucks. Very, very nice to have. And you're going to need some hose and a hose fitting to hose to hose. You can get that fitting at most of your local hardware stores. And then you're going to need a ratchet and your spark plug socket. I got to grab the right socket. I got 15 on here, but for this should be I think at the 13/16. So I'll grab that in a second. For now, I'm going to go ahead and put some Stabil in the gas first, because we're going to be starting it and running it a little bit while we run the antifreeze through it, and we want that Stabil to work its way through the system. So I'm going to move over to the gas side and get that into there. So on this GTI, the gas tank cap fill is right here. Don't mix it up with the oil tank. Now this is I already poured this in here, but my camera got flipped, so it didn't record it. It was facing the other way. But yeah, so I already added my Stabil to this, so we're good. I'm sorry you didn't actually see that, but I did add it. So when I went to the other side, I realized that the camera had flipped to the other camera, so it didn't record it. Okay, so now we'll go back to the other side and we'll start our machine up and get our RV marine antifreeze ran through the system. Okay, so I'm getting stuff ready. We have our extension cord here for our pump. Now we're going to start the machine, make sure it runs, and remember this process. You don't want fluid, water, or marine grade antifreeze going to the engine when it's not on. So you want to turn the engine on Then turn your pump on for the antifreeze. Turn your pump off, let it run a bit, and then turn your engine off. And you want to make sure you have all the pink stuff coming through your exhaust ports and your pisser. And I do believe the pisser on this one is, I think it's on the side up here. I think it's up here. But yeah, it may be on the other side. Let me double check that. Yep. So I think it's on the other side. Some GTIs have it out the back. The older machines have it out the back. Some have it up front under the side, under the rub rail. So we're gonna start it up, make sure it runs. So we're good with that. Now I'm going to show you which lines you want to disconnect and how to hook it up to the engine to get the fluid going through there. Now on some of these engines you have a little arrow right here. That's your in, so the water's going in, and then here you have arrow going out. So we want the in. So this comes from the pump, goes back to the pump, so the water comes from the pump up into the engine and then feeds everything else. So we're gonna take this off. Just like that. And we're gonna grab our hose here. And we're going to hook it up. Just snug it up like that and we're good. I'm going to throw some more antifreeze in that. I already had about half a gallon in there, so should be good. So we're set. And then we want to see pink stuff come out the back right there. So I'm going to start it up. That is a Chinese MPEM. They do that when you put the key on. Now we got our pump. Should see it come out the exhaust. There it comes. I'm going to unplug this. So there's our pisser right there. Now I'm going to kill it. And we're good. So now we got our antifreeze ran through the system. Now we're going to hook up we need it to go through the pump. So what we're going to do is we're going to unhook this and we're going to connect these two. This is where this fitting comes in handy. So put that in there and then connect it like that. Now my pump is still running because I just disconnected the hose. And we're going to run some antifreeze through the pump. And we should see it come out there. There she comes. She's coming out. So now we don't have to worry about the pump freezing and cracking either. So now I'll just disconnect this. Get this fitting out of here. And we'll hook this back up and we'll get that tightened back up. Make sure this one's tight as well. So now we need to fog the intake. There's a hole right here. So there might be a rubber grommet, but you can remove that, rubber plug. So what we're going to do is we're going to start the engine up. We're going to spray the fogging oil into the carb and kind of let it choke it out. Then once we do that, then we'll remove our caps and we'll put fogging oil into the spark plug holes. Okay, so we're going to start it up, get our fogging oil ready. Do that one more time. There we go. So we fogged it out, fogged the carbs out. Now we're going to remove our plugs. You're going to put them on your grounding posts wherever they are. Get your spark plug socket. Remove your plugs. Now you want to spray good amount of fogging oil into the cylinders. Now we're going to put the plugs back on and we're going to crank it over a few times and get those cylinders and pistons well lubricated. Just like that. And you want to do this process. You want to do this process probably 2 or 3 times, depending on how much fogging oil you have. Just get those cylinders and pistons well lubricated. And then your last time, you just want to spray it really good. And then you can get those plugs snug and tighten them up again. And now you're all ready for winter. You're ready to remove your battery And I suggest maybe pinching off your oil line up here, your main rotary valve oil line, and then plug your exhaust hole. Now the exhaust hole on this one is back here. It's hard to see. You want to find a way to plug that up. I normally put usually plug it up with duct tape or aluminum foil. If you can get at it, just cover it up, keep rodents out. But that's pretty much the winterizing process. Very easy to do. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this winterizing video. Very simple, easy to do. Come spring, you'll want to probably throw a little starting fluid, a little gas oil mixture into the spark plug holes and get that thing started. You may have issues getting started with that fogging oil. And then later you might want to change out your spark plugs because they may get fouled. But you should be good to go. Just remember, remove your stuff you use to plug your exhaust port and unclamp your oil line if you did that. Turn your gas back on, of course. We're going to turn that off for winter. And you're good to go. Very simple, 15 minutes to do this job maybe. And shops charge 150, 200 bucks for this. Very easy to do. So hit that like button and please subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
Thank you for watching this video. Please hit the like button and subscribe. Thanks.